Hi, I'm Glen. I'm from Frontline Health in Auckland. A bit about my background and how I discovered Frontline. I was working as the GM of Barker's Men's Clothing about 11 years ago, and I was working with Frontline Retail, and the agency owner of Frontline Retail and I became quite good friends. One Saturday morning over a coffee, she told me that she had the opportunity to open the health franchise and was struggling how she would do that from a resource perspective. So I thought, great opportunity, put my hand up. We opened the business as partners, and a year later, I bought her out. Do I have any staffing industry experience? Well, I do now. I certainly didn't when I started this business. That was 11 years ago. So like most agency owners, I think people come into these businesses knowing how to recruit for their own teams, but having little experience in recruiting within a recruitment industry. So what attracted me to the Frontline franchise opportunity was the fact that we had so much support behind it. I had run businesses before, but never my own business. So I was quite keen to join an organization where I could get the support to help me make sure that I didn't flounder and be a success. So what makes a successful Frontline owner is different for each owner, I think. For me, it's about having really robust systems, having a fantastic team, constantly driving for improvement, and having some fun along the way. So as a Frontline owner, a typical day is very different. There is no such thing as a typical day. I have a fairly sizable team. Generally, I like to sit around 6 consultants. So what that means is I spend a lot of time working with my team, helping them with curly issues perhaps, or supporting them when either they're on holiday or they've got not enough capacity. Other than that, I'm doing sales, marketing, business development, strategy, paying the bills. It's very varied. There is no such thing as a typical day. Future Frontline brand holds a lot. I get a sense from the top down that it's all about growth. It's about growth of the people. It's about growth of the franchises. It's about growth of us as franchise owners. Generally, how we grow our brand presence. It's growth, and it's really exciting. The Frontline HQ team are really supportive in helping franchise owners run their business. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the background that I don't even need to think about any longer. Things like the billings, database development, contract negotiation for suppliers. I'm a pretty seasoned owner, so I don't need a lot of hand-holding any longer. And as a result, I only really go to the franchise when I need some help. Right now, I've got a huge focus on my social media strategy, and I'm getting a lot of help from the marketing team on what the best practices are, how to do things, software applications that I can use to make my life easier. So it really depends on the level that you're at as a franchise owner. The advice that I would give to somebody considering investing in a Frontline franchise is to ask lots of questions. Questions both internally and externally. Ask the good, ask the bad. There's no such thing as perfect. So on one hand, though, one man's meat might be another man's poison. So really, it's about whether it fits for you. Ask the questions, do your due diligence, and if it's right, you won't regret it. So between Frontline and Express, it's really exciting to be part of the largest global franchising recruitment business. I've seen this company grow over the last 11 years, but nothing quite like I've seen in the last year. I can see huge expansion ahead of us, huge synergies between the two brands, and it's just very, very exciting. The most rewarding part about being a Frontline franchise owner, apart from winning Agency of the Year, I think, is the fact that you have a support network around you. You've got like-minded individuals running their own agencies, facing their own challenges that you can share ideas with. You've got a team at head office that you can always turn to. I speak to a lot of owners of other businesses who say that it's very lonely at the top and they feel that they've got no one that they can talk to. That's very different about being a part of a franchise network. You really do have people that you can turn to. And of course, placing people in jobs changing people's lives, working in recruitment is just ridiculously rewarding.